Talk about going to YouTube tonight. It's a great place. Okay, full screen. Whoops. All right, let's start to factor. I'm going to do A, B, C, and D. I'm going to start randomly with Rachel. Cassidy, can you please show off your factoring skills, please? 3x squared plus x minus 2. Multiplies to what, adds to what? Adds to? What are those two numbers, please? Negative 2 and 3, good. All right, Matthew, what do I do next with the negative 2 and the 3? Go ahead, please. Read it out.
3x squared
Yeah.
plus 3x minus 2x.
Okay, that's wonderful, Matthew. Can you explain to the class why you put plus 3 and minus 2, even though Rachel read out negative 2 and 3? Why did you do it like that?
Because it goes, like, it's just going to be easier later on.
Yeah, totally. 3 and 3 go together personally. Perfectly is how they go. All right, even though you're trying to mix me up, I know that Caleb is next. Caleb, can you show off your factoring skills here, please? What's common between 3x squared and 3x? Good. What's left inside the brackets? Nope. Just think, if you get rid of an x and not squared with an x, and then plus 1, good. All right. Magenta, you're up next. What's common between negative 2x and negative 2? And what's inside the brackets? Very good. This is correct, of course, because the brackets are the same. Okay, so things look good. Evan, can you finish this one off for me, please?
3x minus 2.
Yeah.
That's the bracket. And then x plus 1.
Great. Okay, that's the top left. As you can see, there's lots of factoring to go. We're not done yet. All right. Andy, you're up with green. We're going to do x squared plus 6x minus 5. What's the m and what's the a for this one, please, Andy? Multiplies to what and adds to what?
Well, 5 is 6, right?
Right over the add is going to be, Andy, ready? The add is going to be this number, right? And the multiplier is going to be this times this.
Okay, yes, as
Yeah. Good. What are the two numbers you know that multiply to 5 and add to 6?
2 and 3.
Is that right? No. Close, so. It's okay. It's okay. That's pressure when people are talking to understand 1 and 5. That's good. All right. Sorry, Paul, I forgot your name again there. What are the, if I have 1 and 5, and I just do an x squared, I can instantly go to the right of the final answer.
I can?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you recall how or no?
Not really.
Okay, Taryn, help her out. How do you get to the final answer in one step?
Is an x in each bracket?
Yeah?
X to be the answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
X plus 1, x plus 5.
Okay. Okay, Taryn, you got that, and you're correct. No, I'm not going to shut up, okay? You're correct.
So if there's only one error, then that's the final answer.
Yeah. So how do you know if that's, why could you instantly go to that question? And why could you go right to the final answer there and not have to do all the middle steps?
Because x squared.
Yeah,
It's an over the answer.
you can only do it if it's just plain x squared, you can do that, okay? That saves a lot of time. You can find this thing. Okay. All right, Jake, you're up next. Now you get the challenging one. Now I put this one on here for a reason, and the reason is I'm mean. But the other reason I put it on here is because if you don't do the first step here, it's going to take you forever to do this question. Do you remember back, Jake, in grade 10, what the first step to doing any type of factoring was? Do you recall? Good. Now there's a different word for that. It begins with C. Common factors, right? So what you're going to simplify is a good idea, but you can go ahead there. Go ahead. So what can all three of those things be divided by, Jake?
4.
Close.
Oh, 4x.
Close. 2x is right. So 22 doesn't divide by 4. Right? So I'm going to take out a 2x. Now the 2x has to come out. If it doesn't, well, if it doesn't come out, you are going to have a very, very hard time finding the numbers. Okay? This is coming back for most people, that first step. That's what you have to do, and as well for this last one too. Okay? That'll divide down as well.
Oh, so the 2x and the 2x squared.
Just comment.
Okay, Jake, you're not done yet. What's my M and my A for that inside the brackets, please?
That would be, your M will be 24, your add would be 34.
Okay, so what are the two numbers that multiply to 24 and I have negative 11? You're still not done yet.
Negative 8 and negative 3.
Very good. Okay. Now, if you can't get that instantly, remember you can write out all the factors down the page if you want to. Kai, can you take it from there, please? Go ahead.
So, and then you take out or add in 8 x minus 6.
Good. Lucas, sorry, I couldn't remember that for a sec. Lucas, can you show off your factoring skills here, please? What's common between 2x squared and 8x?
2x.
Good. What's left inside the brackets? Good. I want to make sure I get that right. Regan, I'm sorry, I forgot your name for a second. What's common between negative 3x and positive 12? Well, this one will divide into 4, this one won't though. Okay, so I say this one's going to divide by 3 instead. And I'm going to put a negative, take out a negative because I want it to look like this, right? So negative 3 times x gives you negative 3x, and negative 3 times negative 4 gives you that one. Okay? Yeah?
Can you put that dotted line between the numbers? That's just to like make it easier to.
That's just to remind yourself that you're going to factor the first two on the left and the other two on the right. That's just a mental trick I use there, right? All right, Maddie, you're all by yourself today. Can you give me the next step, please? Well, what does this turn into? What does all this turn into? Yeah? Right on. Okay, now, this is, you guys are in grade 12, so this is a grade 12 level factoring that I just gave you. That one wasn't easy. Okay, that was a grade 12 level factoring. Sorry, next one.
So I did it like a different way, but like I think I got the same exercise.
Yeah, but you actually got a common factor. And the same thing, you got a common factor of both those. Okay. All right, so I'm going to embarrass Mackenzie, if you don't mind. What Mackenzie did, she didn't take out a common factor. But the only thing, her answer was something like this. Right, is that correct, Mackenzie? Okay. Oh, whoops. 4x squared plus 6x. Something like that. Okay. That's still technically correct, but you look at that, you can factor that still, right? Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
I'm sorry, D, 6x to the cube?
Yes. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. But then you can take out a 2x here, right, and you get the same answer that I have. Now you always want to bring it down as low as possible, because what I'm hopeful is when I factor this, I'm going to get a 2x minus 3 or an x minus 4. I'm very hopeful when things are cancelled. That's what I dream of. Yes.
Okay, for the answer, do you have to keep the brackets, like around the two 16 factors?
Yes. Because they're being multiplied, right?
So like the 2x multiplies like the entire thing?
Yes. Yes. Okay, our last one here is 6x cubed. I can do it here. What is it? 6x cubed minus 21x squared plus 21x squared minus 45?
X.
Okay, now this question looks enormous. If you ever, Gabby, see this on your test, okay, you're going to think to yourself, you've got to make it smaller. What can 6 and 21 and 45 all divide by? 3. And they all have an x, so I'm going to take out a 3x. All right? You're not quite done yet. What's left inside the brackets, please?
2x squared
Yeah?
plus 7x minus 15.
Awesome. Okay, so see we did that there? Again, as I said, this is a grade 12 level factor question. Okay, that's big. Now you could have, I'm going to embarrass Mackenzie again. Mackenzie found what numbers multiplies to 270 and adds to negative 21. Is that what you did? That's okay. All right, it works. It's difficult though. Okay, this way is easier to do. All right. So I want to say Emily, that's correct, right?
Yeah.
I almost called you Shayla for a sec.
Oh, please.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Multiply and add, what's the M and what's the A here, please?
Negative 30 and 97.
Good. What are the two numbers, please?
10 and negative 3.
Very good. All right, Alex, what do I do with the 10 and negative 3, please?
You replace the 7 with 10, right?
Very good. Now I'm going to do this 2x squared plus 10x minus 3x minus 15. The reason I'm going to do that once again is that 2 and 10 go together a heck of a lot better than 2 and 3 do. All right? Natasha? Good. I have brain freeze there again. I'm going to put a little dotted line down the middle. What's common, please, between 2x squared and 10x?
2x.
Good. And what's up inside the brackets?
X plus 5.
Great. Lisa, what's common, please, between 3x and negative 15?
3 and negative,
Negative 3, good. And what's up inside the brackets?
x plus,
Good. Wonderful, tremendous, awesome. All right, Charles, see you erasing. No, you're not erasing, you're just writing. Charles, can you please neaten up those brackets for me, please?
So it comes out to 3x, open bracket, x plus 5, close bracket, open bracket, 2x minus 3, close bracket.
How are we doing for time? Okay, can somebody please write out the answer for me then? This is x plus 1, x plus 5, right?
The top is 3x
Okay, and the right hand side is?
2x bracket 2x minus 3.
Yeah.
And then x minus 3. The top is 3x bracket 2x minus 3 bracket x minus 5.
Okay. That is a lot of work that we've just done. Okay, now before you say, Mr. Sadler, I hate algebra, when am I ever going to do this again in my life? The answer is in this course, and the second answer is in calculus, quite a bit. You have to do manipulating like this, and then it's going to be in university after that, and then it's going to be every day in your job. Well, maybe not every day in your job, but it's going to be unless you're a teacher. Okay, but this sort of stuff is really big in university and definitely in calculus next semester. All right, I have two things to do. There's the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. Olivia, I'm going to pick on you. What's one thing you can do here right now, please?
cross things out.
Yes, but we're going to make that the second thing. We have to do one thing before that. Can somebody help her out?
State restriction.
Yeah, you have to state the restriction before you cancel. Okay? And we'll talk about why in this course when we get to graph this guy. Okay, but you need to state restrictions first. So my restrictions. Sorry. Okay, give me something that x cannot equal, please. Good. Keep going. Okay, now I'm not going to put pressure on you and I'll open up the rest of the class. What does this make not equal to? What's this going to do? Just playing 3x. 0, right? And then you're going to have 3 over 2. And we don't need to do that 5 again because we already have it.
Why is it 3 over 2?
Oh, because this one right here is 3 over 2. Right here, solve 2x minus 3 equals, I should put that in there, sorry. 2x minus 3 cannot equal 0. Therefore, 2x cannot equal 3. X cannot equal 3 over 2. Okay. Yeah, whoever said 1.5, shame when you don't do that, please. Even in this year, we're going to learn to keep square roots exactly. We're not using a calculator for them. I'm not exaggerating here. Okay, so I'm going back to what Olivia said before, except for this time I'm going to pick on Matthew. What's common between, I passed this whole row, oh I didn't I? Shame on me. Matthew, I'm picking on you again though. What's common in the first side, please?
X plus 1.
Good, what's common on the right hand side?
2x minus 3.
Okay, now Matthew, you're a highly intelligent human being, but you accidentally forgot one thing. Can somebody help him out? What's one thing that he forgot? Does anyone see? Yeah, somebody said X. Whoever said X is correct. There's an X in the top and there's an X in the
I
bottom.
think we're on the last one. Isn't x plus 1 over 2x minus 3?
Yeah, it's okay. You can write them either way. So he's right. Yeah.
So like 2x and the 3 being cancel the x.
Yeah, the 2 and the 3 still stays, right? Okay, it's like 2 dogs divided by 3 dogs. They're still, dogs are gone, they're left with 2/3, right? Okay. Rachel, how you feeling? Can you tell me what to write for what's left? Yeah, go ahead.
3x minus 2 over
Yeah.
x plus 5.
Yeah,
And then x minus, or 2 bracket x minus 4
yeah,
over 3 bracket x plus 5.
okay. Now, Nicholas, I could pick on you, but I'm gonna give you a pass here if you want. You can take this if you want to, though. Do you wanna take this one? Keep. You're supposed to say, yes, I'll take it. I wanna get 100 in this course. What's my common denominator here?
X plus 5.
Close, but no.
3x.
3x plus 5, whoever said that? Was that you? Oh, both of you, good. Okay. 3x plus 5. The reason it's 3x plus 5 is because there's 3 times x plus 5 here. So in order to get this one, you got to multiply by 3 as well. So it's going to be 3 bracket 3x minus 2 all over 3 bracket x plus 5 plus 2 bracket x minus 4 all over 3 bracket x plus 5. If you take a look now, the denominators are the same. If you would have been like Jordan, sorry to embarrass you, Jordan, in front of a class like this, and just added x plus 5, you'd have to get rid of a 3 somewhere, and you can't do it in the numerator, right? So you never want to get rid of things, you only want to multiply by it. Okay? All right, now the last step, or the next step. Nicholas, you're going to show off your following skills to the class. Are you ready? Oh, it's like, yes, I want to get 100 in the course. What's 3 times 3x minus 2, please?
9x.
Yeah?
Minus 6.
Yes, it is. I'm going to minus 4. Jordan, you're up next, please. What's 2 times x minus 4, please?
2x.
Yeah?
And -8.
Good. And I'm going to bring it all over one big denominator. Okay? All right, Liam. Last answer is what? Go ahead.
11x minus 14.
And you have to restate your restrictions here too. We're going to talk about why you need these when we get to graphing, okay? But you do need to include those even though it's not your final answer, okay? You need to include them. We're going to graph these guys a little later in the course. Okay. Everyone close their eyes for a second.
Is this all for the same question?
Yes.
Somebody
Yeah.
to just try.
Can you close your eyes first and then you can blow your nose? Okay, everyone close your eyes for a second, please. Thank you. Okay, raise your hand if you felt 100% confident with that question. Raise your hand if you felt pretty good but made a small mistake along the way. Raise your hand if you understand now how to factor something with like 6x cubed in it. Okay, perfect. Everyone can open up their eyes, and yes, you may blow your nose.
There is no next.
That's it. Because
How
we
do you
can-
know that?
Well, because
Well,
well, this doesn't. You can foil it in if you want to, but generally you don't want to because this will give you like zeros. You want to always keep things. So you could factor the numerator. Like if you were able to factor the numerator, you would.
Is that an
That is the final step. What's that?
Is that an 11x?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to pause in the video and then we're going to take up homework and then we're going to start today's lesson.